Hello, fourth grade. This week you've been learning about different types of poems, and it's my job to teach you about Cinquain Poems. And Cinquain Poems are one of my favorite types of poems, so let me go through it with you. Now, some poems have rules and some poems don't, and we've learned about some different types of poems from Mrs. Schmidt and Mrs. Eisenberg. But this one, a Cinquain poem, has specific rules or a format or a template that you need to follow. So the format is we have 5 different lines and 22 syllables, okay? And with syllables, I like to clap them out. So if we're talking about basketball, you can clap it out or put your fingers through. So I'm going to clap it out. Basketball or basketball. That would have 3 syllables. And the cool thing about this poem that it doesn't need to rhyme. Some poems need to rhyme, some don't. But this one's pretty neat because you can kind of have some flexibility with that. So line 1, you're going to be putting a noun, okay? Line 2, 2 adjectives that describe line 1. Line 3, 3 verbs that relate to line 1. Okay. Now we all know that a noun is a person, place, or thing, or an idea. We know adjectives are describing words of nouns, and we know a verb is a word, is an action word. You can do it, you can do it, you can do it. It's a verb, right? So a verb is something that you can do, and that relates back up to line 1. Line 4 is a feeling or a phrase that relates to line 1. So you notice that everything's kind of going back to that very first line, okay? And line 5 is a synonym for line 1, and we know that a synonym is a word that is similar or the same to the noun that we're talking about, okay? So that's the format for a Cinquain, okay? 5 lines, 22 syllables. So I have created my very own Cinquain poems. I have 2 here for you. Now, for those of you who are not in my class or know me very well, I have 2 daughters. Put that up there. I have 2 daughters, Anna and Emily. They're being very quiet. Actually, Emily's taking a nap right now, and Anna's hanging out in there. And I have my first poem here, and it's called Anna and Emily. Now, with each line, I have the syllables next to it, okay? So we have Anna and Emily, daughters, daughters, that's 2, okay? Silly and cute, we got 4. Love to snuggle with me, love to snuggle with me, so that's 6. Love to snuggle with me, boom. When cuddled up, reading a book, when cuddled up, reading a book, 8. And the last one, sisters. Okay, that's 2 syllables. So let me read it together without doing the syllables. Daughters, silly and cute, love to snuggle with me, when cuddled up, reading a book. Sisters. So that's the poem, Anna and Emily. All right? My second poem is a shout out to Mrs. Geiger. Who was our gym teacher. You all know Mrs. Geiger. Well, some of you might not know that she was my lacrosse coach in high school, which is pretty crazy. So she taught Mrs. Oliver how to play lacrosse. Pretty amazing. So this poem is called Coach Geiger. This is a shout out to her. So it's about the game of lacrosse. If you don't know, Mrs. Geiger is a legend. She's in the Hall of Fame. She is incredible. So ask her about it because she doesn't like to brag, but she is incredible. So this poem is called Coach Geiger. I'm going to read it first, and then I'll go through the syllables. Lacrosse. Cradle the ball. Watch out for the defense. Move the goalie out of the way. Shoots. Scores. Okay? So, lacrosse. 2 syllables. Cradle the ball. 4. Watch out for the defense. 6. Move the goalie out of the way. 8. Shoots. Scores. 2 syllables. So that's 2 poems there for you. Coach Geiger, Anna and Emily, Cinquain Poems. Don't forget, friends, 5 lines, 22 syllables. Make sure that you follow that format and you'll be great. Enjoy, have fun, miss all of you. Have fun with Cinquain Poems.